my daughter would make fun. We would talk about this after we left. We would talk about how, you know how movie Friday and the next Friday? Every Friday it was something. Every Friday it was something that went on in the house. It just was like non-stop. And then after I said, once he left, me and my daughter used to laugh and be like, dang, we made it to another Friday. I mean, it would just always be something. I remember one time, it was like, I promise you, my life had became a Lifetime movie. Literally, a Lifetime movie. Yeah, literally a Lifetime movie where me and my daughter one time actually had to run out the house. We ran out the house a few times in the middle of the night. Now, mind you, I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. I have no family.
So all this happened while you're in Georgia?
I had no family. So me and my daughter, my daughter was what, maybe 11 at that time, 9, when things really, really escalated. So we left when she was in 5th grade. So what are you in 5th grade? What are you, 9, 8, what are you? 10? Yeah, 10. Okay, so she was 10. Okay, so things was jumping off at 10. So we running out the house, barely with clothes on, bamming on neighbors' doors. You know how embarrassing that is? And then the next day your neighbors see you and looking at you all crazy. And then you back with the person again. And then the police come and take him away, but then he come back a couple days later because guess what? I don't have no job. I don't have no family. Where I'm gonna go? Oh, I ain't going to no shelter. I can't do the shelter. I'm not going to the shelter, right? So I stayed. So then you don't have to work. You can stay home and I'll take care of everything. But see, I didn't know that was all a part of sense of control, right? I didn't know that at the time. In my eyes, I'm like, ooh, that's good. I can stay home. I ain't got to do nothing. Just clean up and just cook. And ooh, that's wonderful, right? That was all working to his advantage. So then, you know, the next word will be, after all I've done for you, and you would do me like this. Do you like what? You the one jumping on me. And then would have the nerves to cheat. And would give the other women so much respect. So much. You know what he would do? He would call my mother, right? And a lot of times I didn't know he would call my mother. And he would tell my mother on me. She ain't doing this. She not doing that. So then I'm too ashamed. He know I ain't gonna tell my mother, right? So this is to his advantage. So he plays on that. So then my mother's mind, she ain't being a good wife. She ain't doing this. She ain't doing that, right? So I'm too scared to tell my mother this is what's really going on. My mother, I'm gonna tell y'all something. My mother can vouch for this. 2012, I came back home to visit, and we went to the Riverside Theater. Y'all know Riverside Theater, right? Okay. Went to a comedy show. I saw a person I knew that was with his wife, and they were speaking to me, and I was trying to introduce him to this person. And he was a jealous man. He got upset because the person was talking to me, and the first thing he said was, "Did you used to sleep with him?" And I'm thinking like, oh, that's so old. Like, what's gonna have to do with anything? So we couldn't enjoy the show because the whole 2 hours he fussed and cussed and called me out my name. I mean, just acted a fool down there. But that ain't the worst part. The worst part is this. I said I'm gonna sneak off and leave, right? Because see, now I know he's gonna act a fool because he's upset. So I try to sneak off and leave, and I try to find my oldest daughter was there. I have another daughter that's 27. And my oldest daughter was there, and I said, well, I'm gonna ride with her, right? So he saw me, he said, my mother never knew this story. So this is the first time my mother's hearing this story, but she knows what's gonna come after this. But this is the first time she heard what really happened. So I saw my daughter, and I said, hey, I'm gonna ride with you. And he saw me. He said, nah, you gonna ride with me. And I said, no, I said, well, let me go to the bathroom, right? This is what I'm thinking. I'm gonna sneak off and go to the bathroom, and then he ain't gonna find me in the midst of everybody. I'm gonna sneak off. So as I'm walking, right, I'm coming with you to the bathroom. So here we is, that's still the control, okay? So I can't even go use the bathroom. I'll get ready to go to the bathroom, right? I don't know if you ever been to Riverside Theater, but it's really big, and you have an upstairs balcony and all that, right?
Yeah.
So as I'm walking, we thousands of people, and I get ready to walk down the stairs, right? I get ready to put my foot on the stairs. You know what he did? Push me down the flight of stairs.
Oh, Jesus, help us.
A flight of stairs. Now, what y'all think he did when he pushed me down the flight of stairs?
Stood there and looked at you.
you give my mother some tissue?
I'm fine.
Or
And-
did he act like you tripped?
Well, it's a little bit of both. So you say he stood there, right?
Either he stood there or he acted like you tripped and went to help you for anybody that saw you fall.
How about he left?
Oh,
I wasn't expecting that one.
How about he left? Left me there. So you don't know if I'm paralyzed, you don't know if my neck is broke, you don't know if I'm dead. You have no idea. You just left me there. So I'm laying there, I had heels on, a dress on, and I hear people screaming, somebody get that man. He done took off. Well, 2 men came and tried to pick me up, and I looked down at my knee. My knee was swollen really big, and I thought, oh wow, what is this? I've never had any broken bones before. I don't know what to expect. The ambulance came, took me away, took me to the hospital. I took tests and everything, and they said, oh, it's probably sprained. We'll call you tomorrow.
You
Right?
just-
The radiologist, I had to get a ride home, ride to my mother's house. I'm here visiting. I get a ride to my mother's. My mother's so much confusion. My mother don't know what's going on. I ain't telling my mother what's going on. So I get there. It's the middle of the night, 3 in the morning, something like that. Radiologist call me next day. Hey, you need to go see an orthopedic. Why I need to go see an orthopedic? Oh, your knee broke. So my husband pushed me down the flight of stairs and broke my knee. So guess what he did? He disappeared for a day. Finally came to my mother's house, and boy, he could have gotten an award. He put on the best show. I'm in my mother's bed. I'm gonna tell you, I'm in my mother's bed. He come on the side of the bed crying. Oh, he put on, I would never hurt my wife. I would never do this to her. I don't know, but never said what he did. I think eventually he might have, a lie he came up with somebody pushed him and he bumped me. He would never admit it. He came up with some lie. Exactly, but you disappeared. And then matter of fact, on the way out the door when he was leaving, he saw my oldest daughter and said, oh, somebody said your mama got pushed down the flight of stairs. And he kept going.
Lord.
And guess what I did, right? You know what I did.
You kept up on and made a excuse.
What did I do? I stayed, didn't I?
Stayed.
I stayed, right. And guess what? So we got ready to leave to go back to Atlanta, right? We in the truck. And I don't know if my mother remembered this. My mother looked kind of worried. It's kind of like she thought she might have knew something, but she wasn't sure. So she was like, take care of my baby. And we left. And I went back to Atlanta on crutches and had to go see an orthopedic. Now you think, oh, that's just terrible, right? That's just a commercial. That is a lot more to it than just that. What I go to say is that it never gets better. It gets worse. Because it might start off with a slap. It might start off with a push. It might start off with calling you a bad name, and you might argue, don't think nothing about it, right? And that's just the way it is. But it never gets better. It gets worse. So for me, the last straw was, remember I was telling you about when he came home with the video, when I was recording him, right? And I said, he actually hit my daughter in the midst of all of that confusion. And me and my daughter had to run out the house, right? It was like a movie. We ran out the house, and I was on the phone with the operator. We drove down to the end of the cul-de-sac, told them what was going on, and about 6 sheriff cars came, because they done came to my house so many times, they know my house. They come to the house, they arrest them, and they said, well, we're gonna check the house over before you go in. I said, okay. They come back outside. They said, Mrs. Brown, at the time my last name was Brown, Mrs. Brown, we need to wait for CSI to come. Y'all know what CSI is? Crime scene investigators. They be on first 48, right? When it's something bad, they coming out, right, to take pictures. So they come out, the lady get dressed, and I'm thinking like, well, why they gotta do all that? I go in the house. It's about 4 in the morning. Me and my daughter don't have nothing but our pajamas on, no socks, no shoes. We go in the house. The lady said, be careful. I walk in. My house looked like somebody came to rob me. He had tore the entire house up. I'm talking about all the flat screens were busted. Water was leaking out pipes. I didn't know you could break a microwave. Did you know you could break a microwave? Microwave shattered. I didn't know you could break a microwave. Just holes in the walls. Just glass everywhere. Cut up the furniture. I mean, he had just went like the Tasmanian devil. So just imagine if I would have stayed in the house, me and my daughter, while he did all that, right? I probably wouldn't be here right here now. So
So
it
when
took
you guys ran out, he did all that.
he ran
Like,
out
out of frustration.
of frustration. So if I would have stayed there, I probably wouldn't be here today.
Aren't those all the things that he paid for?
Exactly. So let me tell you what he told the police why he did it. We were getting divorced and I don't want her to have anything, so I tore everything up.
I know that too well. My stepdad to this day, like everything that you say is ridiculous because, like my mom, there were times when we were going through that. It was a lot of times that I had to lie, and my mom would tell me over and over again, "You shouldn't have to do this at this age, but I need you to do this. I need you to do this." It wasn't being enough for him, but it was certain
I understand.
Certain people couldn't pick us up from school, all this stuff.
Yeah, they went. I remember they went to my daughter's school. She was a junior. They would go to her school to get her to talk to her, you know, and she would be so embarrassed. They pull her out of class. The officers coming in the school, detectives. We need to talk to her. And now everybody like, what's going on at their house? Why is they coming up here more than once? Something's going on, right? So they took him away. And they said, don't have no contact with her, right? You know what he did, right?
Okay, I know.
Came back again, a couple months later, right? So this time, it was 3 months later. Came back 3 months later, he called me one night. He said, hey, I want to come home. I said, no, you can't come home. You got to stay away. He said, no, I want my wife back. I really want to come home. I'm sorry. So, you know, he used to, every time he said he was sorry, right? I was like, okay, you know. So he said, I want to come home. I was like, can't come home. So he said, well, where are you? I said, I'm not there. He said, your car is in the driveway. So I said, okay, so now he's stalking me. I said, no, I'm riding with somebody else. He said, no, I see your shadow. I said, okay. I said, well, I'm still not there. I said, Ariana's there. You need to leave. He said, no, I'm not leaving. I'm coming in. And I said, okay. Now, he doesn't have a key anymore, okay? Something said, go downstairs and get your taser, because he's coming in. I was in my kitchen. Before I could blink my eyes, I heard him coming up the deck, and the sensor lights came on. And I said, okay, he's at the door. Now, what is he going to do? I have no idea what I'm going to be in for at this point. It's like a movie. I'm telling you, it's like every Friday it was a movie. He's rattling with the door. Can't get it open. So guess what he do this time? Kick the door in. This ain't the first time he kicked the door in. Kicked the door before. The first time was the front door. Now it's his back door. Kick the door in. Glass gone everywhere. I run up the stairs and I go to my daughter's door, knocking on her door. Call the police. It's routine. We know this. This is routine. We do this all the time now. So my daughter sneaking and calling 911. And he said, don't pick up that phone and don't call the police. If you call the police, ain't nobody gonna leave here today. So he kept reaching behind his back. I never knew him to have a gun. But I don't know what he got, because remember, he's lost control, remember? He's out the house. So he ready. He'll lose anything. It doesn't matter at this point. Don't call the police and nobody leave her. He said, I want to call your mama. Call my mother. He talked to my mother. He was loud and just obnoxious, just screaming in the phone. My mother kept telling him to leave. He wouldn't leave. He said, I ain't going nowhere. He said, we just all gonna leave you, because I ain't leaving. And I said, well, let me get him down the stairs. I'm thinking my daughter may have to jump out the window. So let me get him away, right? So my daughter's sneaking. 6405, hang up the phone. Grafton Drive, hang up the phone. She give his name. She kept calling back, hanging up, calling back, giving bits and pieces to what was going on in the house. She just said domestic violence and hung up. Been in my house so many times, 5 or 6 cars, here they come again. So he said, if they come, you better not open the door. So we in the living room. So it's a do or die situation. So it's like, okay, one of us is probably gonna die and one of us is going to prison, right? So at this point, I'm like so tired. I'm just ready to be done with this. So if I gotta go out like this, I'm just tired, right? Because you won't leave me alone.